My presentation is over home inspections and why they are so important to do prior to buying a house. Whether you're a first-time buyer or have bought multiple homes, it's so important to have this inspection done. It's not required through the state of Oklahoma through OREC, which is through the Oklahoma Real Estate Commission. It's not necessary to actually have this, but for the person buying the home, it ensures them a sense of security with the fact that not only do you know the ins and outs of a home, and you only see it a few times when you're buying it. Think about it. You go into a home, you buy this house, you may look at it maybe 2 or 3 times and within the 60 days before closing, and in doing so, you're trusting that everything has been told to you, and which is basically always fairly honest, but you're entrusting that everything is going to be in working order once you take over the home after that timeline on your closing day. Not to find out you go into a home and the furnace may not be working. Well, that would be very discouraging. So home inspections are very important, and they go in and they will do top to bottom. You pay them a fee and they will research this house top to bottom and check everything, attic, basement, whatever it may be, just to ensure that everything is in operating order. And to give you peace of mind, because that is so important when buying a home at this time, because it's a big price tag. Not only do you want to make a smart investment, you want to make smart choices. So the best thing you can do, it may cost you, say, $350, maybe up to $500 for this home inspection. But that gives you peace of mind once you go to that closing table, that you have put everything in place and you're ensured that this house is going to be in full operating order, and that there's not going to be something at a corner that turns and it's going to be costly to you. Because it's quite the adjustment when moving into a home. Not only do you have new mortgage, which is typically higher, and utilities, which are typically higher, but you want to have the peace of mind that goes along with that. And home inspection is what gives you that. And not only is it a home inspection, you have a termite inspection. Now, that is required by the state of Oklahoma to have that done, because you don't want to have to walk into a house that will, the floor will fall through if it's wood due to destruction of termites. And it's not uncommon in Oklahoma. They say every 10 years, basically treat a home, because they're all going to end up having it. It's something that runs rampant. But a simple $75, $150, whatever it may cost you, to ensure that you are pest-free, or you put it in your contract to be secure that this will be taken care of. And that's how it works. But as far as a home inspection does, that's you definitely want to do your smart checking as far as who is qualified to do these. They are usually certified through the state. They have to be tested. They have to be knowledgeable about what the structure is and what they're dealing with, in order to make sure that they give you a solid estimate on what's happening. And I've had inspection reports that run 15 pages long from top to bottom, depending on the structure and depending on how many square footage, of course. But it's imperative that you have this done. Not required by the state, but it's imperative that you do this for peace of mind. Because you don't want to buy a house that will fall around you just because you chose not to take an inspection report that's going to be very costly in the end run. This is smart, it's logical, it's affordable, and it'll be encouraged by your realtor that you do this within a time frame prior to buying the home. So if there's any issues whatsoever, that you can talk to your realtor about and move forward with what they call a treatment, repair, and replacement cost. And that can be negotiated in price. Either you come off the price of the house, or you factor that in at closing, that the seller or the buyer, depending on how you want to exchange this, It's completely upon you and however your contract is arranged. But I highly suggest always having a home inspection done, just to ensure peace of mind.